In the 13th place, we have episode 5 called Jurassic Fart. I think it's pretty easy to see why this is my least favorite episode of the reboot, because it's really gross, and I think no one likes this episode, unless you like fart jokes obviously.
Yeah! I wasn't gonna use my own, I don't want pink eye!
In the 12th place, we have episode 10 called The Poll, The Truth Poll, and Nothing But the Truth. I putted this episode here because I found it boring. What all the campers did was just stand in poles and have funny talks. But taking off that, it's bad.
We have nothing to talk about!
In the 11th place, we have episode 13 called Magma Cum Laude. This was the final episode, and the only bad thing about this final it's the campers. I didn't wanted Bowie and Millie in the finale. I don't like that characters, so I was glad that Priya won.
Of someone who's done something unforgivable to a friend.
In the 10th place, we have episode 12 called Cave by the Bell. This was a pretty regular episode to me. I didn't wanted Julia to be eliminated and the challenge was just nice. I also liked the superhero costumes Millie and Priya were wearing, was cool. In the 9th place, we have episode 11 called Tortoise Rigor Mortis. This episode is good, just good. I liked the moments like Emma in the trash can with raccoons or Millie saving Priya from a crocodile, and also, Emma got eliminated, so extra points for that.
Leah, quiet! Or what?
In the 8th place, we have episode 8, LOL, called The Wheel of Vomit. This episode can be gross but it's better than Jurassic Fart in any single way, plus, it was Rainbow Fart, so it was less disgusting.
I'm super picky about what fuels this engine!
In the 7th place, we have episode 9 called Battlefield Earth. This episode is really fun to watch for me. Z's scenes were hilarious. Too bad he got eliminated in an unfair way. And also, the Bowie vs. Julia scene was gold. In the 6th place, we have episode 7 called Severe Aches and Pains. This episode is underrated to me. In my country this episode almost never airs on Cartoon Network, and it's a shame. It's an entertaining episode, it deserves more.
Vote for Chase.
It'd take more than 2 votes to send Chase packing.
In the 5th place, we have episode 4 called Numskull Island. Man, I swear the only reason this episode isn't on top 3 is because of Scary Girl's elimination. Ripper should have been eliminated, but because of that nerdy liar she went home. Not cool.
Boons!
Awesome! Eye contact hammer! Nice! Wait, what?
In the 4th place, we have episode 2 called Pirates of the Cabbagean. This was my favorite episode the first time I watched the season, and even if it's not my favorite anymore, it's still an amazing episode. The challenge was pretty cool and original.
On MK.
Cabbage isn't a fruit. That's all I came here to say.
In the 3rd place, we have episode 6 called The Launchback of Notre Dame. This episode is so cool. The challenge was great. MK got eliminated, and Z's hallucination scene was funny as hell. I love this thing so much.
Before anyone goes twice.
Oh, no!
In the 2nd place, we have episode 1 called Meet the Victims. This episode is very significant for me, because I was so happy to see the new characters. All of them surprised me. This episode is incredible, and like I said, it's very special to me.
Stop looking at me.
Well then.
And finally, number 1. My favorite episode of the reboot is episode 3 called Drowntown Abbey. I love everything about this episode. The challenge is maybe my favorite of the whole reboot. None of the scenes were boring, so, it's a perfect episode.
Last time you forgot the sharks, this time it's bears.